Hello everyone, myself Mahesh Kumar KM, Assistant Professor, Department of E&E. Let us understand the concept for alternator. The device which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy is called as generator, and the device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy is called as motor. Now let us understand the definition of alternator. Alternator is a machine which converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Therefore, it is called as generator, AC generator. Since alternator generates the power in AC form, it is called as alternator or AC generator. Alternators are also referred as AC generator and also called as synchronous generator. The generator mainly has two things. First one is armature winding, another one is field winding. In order to make it as a generator or a motor, any one should be stationary, another should be rotating. So let us understand the difference between AC generator and DC generator. In case of DC generator, armature winding is rotating part and field winding is stationary. Whereas in alternator, armature winding is stationary and field winding is rotating part. Construction of AC generator. AC generators are mainly consisting of two parts, stator and the rotor. Stator is a stationary part and rotor is the rotating part. Stator is the stationary part of the alternator and it contains three-phase armature winding. Stator core is built up of silicon steel lamination to reduce the eddy current loss. The figure shows the stator and has got the stator frame and the slots at the inner periphery. In these slots, armature conductors are housed. The figure shows the practical stator core. This is the frame or the stator core, and it has got the slots. In these slots, the armature windings are done, and three-phase is brought out from this conductor. Next is rotor. Rotor is the rotating part of the alternator. It carries the field winding, which is supplied with the DC current through slip rings by a separate DC source. This DC source or a DC generator is mounted on the shaft of the same alternator. When the alternator rotates, the shaft also rotates. Along with that, DC generator gets the power, and this power is supplied to the rotor winding so that it acts as the field winding. Types of rotor. There are two types of rotors. The first one is salient pole type rotor. Another one is non-salient pole type rotor. Salient pole type rotor. Figure shows salient pole type rotor. As the name suggests, the rotor has got many projections. Because of these projections, the rotors are named as salient pole type rotor. These types of rotor is used for low and medium speed alternator, generally between 500 to 600 rpm rotation. Such alternator can be identified by large diameter and short axial length. The pole is made up of steel or cast iron and is excited by separate DC generator mounted on the shaft of the alternator itself. Non-salient type rotor, also referred as smooth cylindrical rotor. These type of rotors are used for high-speed alternators. The rotor is made up of steel cylinder with number of slots cut on the inner periphery to house the field windings. This type of rotor has more length and smaller diameter. Differences between two types of rotor. First one, salient pole type. Next, we have smooth cylindrical type. In salient pole type, there are projections. In smooth cylindrical type, there are no projections. In salient pole type, air gap is non-uniform. In smooth cylindrical type, air gap is uniform because of the smooth cylindrical type. In salient pole type, diameter is high and axial length is small, whereas in smooth cylindrical type, smaller diameter, larger axial length. Salient pole types are mechanically weak because of the projections. So in smooth cylindrical type, it is mechanically robust because slots are at the inner periphery. Salient pole type is preferably used for low speed alternator because of the projections, and since it is mechanically weak, it cannot be used for high speed operations. Whereas smooth cylindrical is a robust construction, hence it can be used to drive a high speed. Also, it is called as turbo alternators. In order to drive the alternators, a mechanical input is required. The mechanical input is supplied through the prime mover. The essential prime mover used for salient pole type is IC engine or water turbines. Whereas for the smooth cylindrical type, the prime mover used is steam turbine or electric motor. For same size and the rating is smaller than cylindrical type. For the same size, rating is higher than the salient pole type for the smooth cylindrical type. In case of salient pole type, separate damper winding is provided. In case of smooth cylindrical type, there will be no necessity of damper winding. Working principle of alternator. Alternator works similar to DC generator. It works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. As the either field is stationary or the armature is rotating, or armature is stationary, field is rotating. In case of alternator, field winding is rotating, armature is stationary, and because of this rotation, it generates an EMF. That EMF is called dynamically induced EMF, and this causes the rotation of the alternator. Alternators are also referred as synchronous generator because under normal conditions, the generator is to be rotated at definite speed or a constant speed. That speed is referred as synchronous speed. Always alternator will rotate at a constant speed, also referred as synchronous speed. In order to have the same frequency or a fixed frequency, the Ns is given by 120F by P, where F stands for frequency and P is the number of poles fitted on the alternator. Compared to DC generator, alternator has got the stationary armature. The stationary armature has got many advantages. The very first one, more conductor can be accommodated, hence high voltage can be generated and higher power capacity can be induced. Armature conductor can be easily braced in a rigid frame. It is easier to insulate a stationary system because if it is rotating, insulation becomes difficult. Since the armature is stationary, the insulation becomes easy. Since armature is stationary, cooling of the conductor will be effectively done by proper ducts and ventilation systems. Tapping the power from the stationary armature is easy compared to rotating one. In case of rotating, we need a separate brushes to tap the power, and brushes needs a wear and tear. But here in case of stationary armature, power can be easily tapped without any risk of terminal parts. Armature conductors are totally free from any centrifugal force action which tend to drag the conductor out of the slots. Thank you. I hope you understood construction and working principle of the alternator. For any doubts, you can mail me for this email ID maheshkm01@gmail.com. Soft copy of the notes also provided with the web page. Kindly go through the notes.